Hi everyone, welcome to the Fat Lady Knits. How you doing? What you doing? Really? Are you sure that's a good idea? Okay. We'll see how it turns out. Let me start. How do I start? Normally, an update. Remember last week I showed the crochet beaded necklace that I did? Well, I promised to do a video. So in 4 Sundays, I will do that. Okay? Why 4 Sundays from now? Because I want to give you time to find the supplies in your house or to go out to wherever your favorite crafting supply place is and get it, or to order it online. Okay? If you're like me, you have to search the house. If you're like some other folks, you have to order and they have to ship so 4 weeks from now, we're going to do this. And what do you need? I'm calling this practice, okay? Um, you're going to need beads, beads of any sort. These are wooden beads, plastic beads, glass beads, whatever kind of bead you want to. If, and I find this hard to believe, you have no beads in the house, you can go to your favorite craft store. In the bead section, they usually sell these sets of three, a bead in three different sizes, and one of those will do. If you want, excuse me, that's a siren going by. I live downhill from two hospitals, one police station, one fire station, and there's an ambulance bay back there. So I literally live in Sirenville. So forgive that. Now, getting back to what you'll need. You will need this. Something like this, if you have it. It's like $6 at Michael's. With a coupon, you can get it for less. But you don't have to run out and buy this. Okay? If you have a piece of felt, you can use that. Or you can use a face towel or a piece of cloth. You just need something that you can lay the beads on and they will not move. Okay? So we have beads, something to hold the beads. Since we're practicing, wire from the floral section of Michael's. I'm sure Joanne's has it. And if you want to work on bracelets, 26 gauge. If you want to work on necklaces, 24 gauge. Okay? That's just practice. Then you need a few tools. Ah, I would forget one of the more important pieces, a crochet hook. A 6 millimeter steel metal crochet hook is what you need. Those beautiful prim and other plastic, no, the wire will chew through it and destroy your needle. The steel hooks, you know, that aluminum, the Susan Bates, those big needles, it will go through your wire like nobody's business. Now the 24 gauge, you're going to have to put a little effort into it because the 24 is a little thicker. The 26, that 6 millimeter needle will go through it like it's like a knife through butter. Okay? And at the end of the day, it really is up to you what size needle you use, because you can use a 5 millimeter. You can use a 5.5 millimeter. You can use a 6.5 millimeter. You can use a 7 millimeter. You can use an 8 millimeter. It really is up to you, but I found the 6 is good. The 7 can be better depending, and also how tight you crochet. My chains are tight. I had to, thank God the hook was big, so there was some room. Okay? But you do need that steel hook. Now, if you want to use the little tiny stainless steel hooks, you know, what are they? The 1.5s, the 2.5s. You will have to use the 26 gauge um, wire. And one of the things you're going to find is the 26 is very flexible. That's why it makes a really good bracelet. But it does not lay flat. The beads kind of overwhelm it, so it does not lay flat against the chest the way the 24 gauge wire will. Okay? So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind when you're shopping for some practice wire. And I know most of y'all have this in the house for one project or another. Okay? And this is inexpensive. It's what, $2.99, $3.99? So it makes good practice wire. You need a pair of pliers. Okay, it doesn't have to be one. I think these are needle nose. It doesn't have to be that. Any ply, it could be short. You just need something that's comfortable in your hand. So when you're curling wire, it's not a problem. You also need wire cutter. Any wire cutter you have will do. This one is on its last leg, but I'm going to use it till it does not open anymore. And you need this, the nylon plier, so that when you're straightening out the wire, it's smooth when you're removing crimps. Okay. And where is that? For those people who are like, I don't need any practice wire, I'm gonna get this on the first chance. That is not a problem. If you wish to, you can get this wire. How do you see that? No. There you are. Parawire. They have their own web page, and these folk are interesting. They have a $25 minimum order, but this is $8.25. So even if you order 3 of them, it's not enough. It's not going to take you. It's going to take you to what? $24.75. So you have to go on the web page. They have beads. You can buy one for 30-40 cents, and you've made your $25 minimum. I know, nutty, but it's what they do. Okay. And so in I've given you 4 weeks to gather all of this, because if you're like me, you know you have it in the house, but you don't know where it is. You have 4 weeks to find it. Or if you just came back from Michael's or Joann's or whatever your favorite craft store is, and you're like, I'm not going there again. Come on, they'll think I live there. You have 4 weeks. Okay? Which reminds me, this weekend I spent Saturday at Blix. It was fun. One of the princesses is taking 2 art classes. Now for the first art class, the professor had the store create kits. They get these nice boxes and they fill it with all the stuff he requires for the class. That class required 2 kits. That's how much stuff he ordered. I didn't like what Blix did though. They charge $20 per box to deliver. You're going to the same place, and listen to the excuse. Oh, we put 1 box on one truck and we put the second box on another truck. Listen, I'm not responsible for the dumb things you do. If you're going to the same place, put it all on one truck. Seriously? But that was done. The second professor waits until a month into the semester to go, oh, I know you have all this other art supplies because this is your 3rd year taking art, but you need a few more things. Now, why didn't this idiot have a kit made up? Oh no, you had to go to the store and run around and pick up all these things. And the princess is like, oh my, and she's taking her time and she can't find this, and people have been coming up and asking her if she needs help, and she's saying no. So I come and I go, wait a minute, we don't know where this stuff is. Yes, we need help. And so they started to help her, and what happens? They find the things that she needs. And then I gotta say, I love the princesses to death. They have mastered one technique when we go to a craft store, and that is pick up everything you need, and when it's time to go online and pay, disappear. Okay? And she did it again, disappeared. And I'm like, not a problem. I'm used to this. Y'all have been doing this to me for how many years now? We're good. So I get up there, and and the man says to me, $2.96. And would you like a bag? And I asked him how much is a bag, and he told me. I said, wait a minute. With all the money I just spent here, you're telling me you can't give me a bag? He must have looked at my face. He pulled out 3 bags and filled them. Because I was like, seriously? This is a couple $100 worth of stuff. What am I supposed to do? Balance all this in my arms? Anyway, God bless him. He gave us 3 bags, and out the door we went. I'm hoping that next semester they use, but it doesn't make sense. The paint, they would probably have some left, but the canvases and all the other stuff, oh boy. I just have to prepare her father for this for next semester, because I can see him going, what happened to the stuff you bought last semester? You used it all? I should send him to see the professor. We'll see who would leave in handcuffs and who would leave by ambulance. But it's not funny because I don't condone violence unless someone attacks you. But that would be funny. But getting to the knitting, what did I do? Where? Oh, it's over here. Okay. Remember this? These are 72 stitches. It was done on my 72 cylinder, and one of the blue princesses told me it was too tight. I was shocked. So I went and I used my 96 cylinder, and this is what I produced. Look at the difference. And I'm looking at this and I'm going, this sock is for Bigfoot. We tried it on her foot and it fit. And this part has lycra, and I heated it so it shrank. I was speechless because I thought there was no way this was going to fit a teenage girl. I'm like, this is a sock for Bigfoot. Thank God she doesn't watch this, because she would say, I saw that thing where you called me Bigfoot. I'm not calling her Bigfoot. It's just that this thing is perfect until 2 inches above her ankle. So I have to take out 2 inches and make it smaller. And thank God I kept my mouth shut, because we're talking about a teenage girl. And you know, all teenage girls have small, pretty feet. And should you ever suggest otherwise, you will get dirty looks for the rest of your life. And there'll be 40 and 50 talking about the day you called them Bigfoot or said they had big feet. So we just have an appropriately sized sock. And yes, it does go over her knee, which was what was requested. And this is Croy sock yarn. Don't ask me why I have a stitch marker here. I don't even remember why I put it. But this thing is really thick. And I'm working with it and I'm struggling. The machine is really laboring. Yeah, there's always something falling when I'm filming. What did I forget? I was using this size needle. Okay? I forgot they sell this size needle. Can you tell the difference? Okay. This one is smaller. This one is a big-eyed needle. Okay? I think what I'm going to do, or did I get it backwards? I'm not wearing my glasses, so I don't know if you should take, no, I'm wrong. It's this one that's the bigger one. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to put big-eyed needles in the machine and see if it makes a difference with the Croy sock yarn. Okay? Because the regular gauge needle had a hard time, and I have matching ribbon needle, so I'm going to test this, and I'll either let you know or show you what the difference was next time we meet. Until then, please take care of yourself. Happy crafting. And to everyone who was new here, thanks for hanging out with me. It was good to see you. Bye.